The U.S. government ran secret experiments on its own citizens for decades. Not rumors, not conspiracy theories. Documented, proven, horrifying. And most of the victims never knew. In 1932, researchers launched a study in rural Alabama. The goal? Simple. Watch what untreated syphilis does to the human body. 600 black men, most of them poor sharecroppers. They were told they had bad blood and that doctors were there to help them. They weren't. No treatment, no cure, just observation. And here's the part that should make your stomach drop. In the 1940s, penicillin was discovered, a complete cure, cheap, effective. The men were never given it. Researchers didn't want the experiment to end, so they kept watching. Men went blind, their organs failed, they died. Their wives were infected, their children were born with the disease, and the study kept running for 40 years. It only stopped in 1972 when a whistleblower leaked everything to the press. But Tuskegee wasn't an isolated case. Through the 1950s and 60s, a prison in Philadelphia became one of the most active human testing grounds in the country, Holmesburg Prison. Inmates were offered cash payments, sometimes just a few dollars, to let researchers test things on their bodies: cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, chemical compounds. Some substances caused permanent burns and scarring. Others used dioxin, one of the most toxic chemicals ever identified. The prisoners were told the tests were harmless. Many had no idea what was actually being done to them. And inside a prison, a few dollars doesn't just feel like money, it feels like the only choice you have. After World War II, a new obsession gripped the government: radiation. What does it actually do to a human body? Instead of using only lab animals, researchers used patients. In one documented program, pregnant women were given radioactive iron. They were told it was a nutritional supplement. They had no idea. Researchers just wanted to track how radiation moved through a human body. And these women, who trusted their doctors completely, became the data. When historians went back through all of these programs, one pattern became impossible to ignore. The test subjects were almost never random. They were the people least likely to be believed, least likely to fight back. Prisoners, Black Americans, poor patients, people in psychiatric institutions, people who had every reason to trust authority and no power to question it. That trust was treated as an opportunity. By the early 1970s, the scandals started breaking into the open. Public fury, congressional hearings, new laws, informed consent, ethics boards, oversight, all of it now standard in medicine. All of it created because before those rules existed, the system failed the most vulnerable people in America, badly, deliberately, for decades. But there's one more chapter. And it might be the darkest one, because not every experiment was about disease or chemicals or radiation. Some were about something far more personal. The government wanted to know if it could control a human mind, and to find out, they started experimenting on people who had absolutely no idea. That program was called MKUltra, and that's the next video.